An exciting video. Eastonmade Axis, a log hauler, and an enormous, what is that, an oak? An enormous oak and a tape measure. Guys, this is going to be great. Here we go. Getting out of the way. That is a big piece of oak, and log hauler Jesse is going to cut this in half. Since log hauler Jesse has borrowed the Axis, he's been busy. You know, look at all these logs. They're behind me here. Just huge. So he had said he brought home this enormous oak, and he is going to process it, and he thinks that there's a lot of wood in this for his outdoor wood furnace. That's what he splits this with. But I think that shows, again, how versatile the Axis is, because I use it for, small splits, value-added stuff, and he is using it for big stuff. Before we get started, Jesse, you do the honors with the tape measure. Let's get a scale, just how big this piece of oak is.
That end to that end's about 55, I'd guess, give or take. Yeah, we're at about 55.
55-inch oak. What is this? Looks to be a white oak?
No, it's either pin oak or red oak. It's about 53 this way. There's a chunk missing.
Okay.
So I'm going to rip it this way, across both ways, and then cut it like this, and then hopefully roll it right in.
Where did you get this log at?
Pretty sure I got this one out of Akron. It was one of those ones I didn't really make any money because I went to pick it up for the... Either way, I acquired it, and I'm about to get rid of it.
So this is going to be heating your shop.
Yeah, since I have this, I'm going to go ahead and chop it up little pieces as I can. And...
Okay. We have had an unseasonably warm break here in Northeast Ohio. It's 60 today.
Yeah.
So Jesse, what saw will you be cutting this up with?
Husqvarna 370 XP.
A 372 XP. That looks to be about a 24-inch bar or 20-inch bar.
Yeah, it's the bigger one other than the 42. I don't really check with the numbers too much.
Okay. Well, we're going to stand back and watch.
Yeah.
And let's see how... All right, Jesse, we are going to watch. I'm going to stay back here out of the way if this thing comes rolling downhill, simply because I want to make sure I bring a good video footage. Holy cow.
That's the fun part.
Yeah. Do you know the approximate weight of this log that you were starting with?
Heavy.
Heavy.
Very heavy. Yeah, I think I'm going to quarter that again.
You think?
Yeah, I'm thinking it'd be best.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to hurt myself.
Let's take some measurements on this here, people. So we are at, this is 46 inches across, and we are at 27 inches tall. Green oak. I'm sure it's featherlight.
Yeah, it's heavy.
Featherlight. So that type of cutting with a saw, that is what we call noodling. If you're new to that, you're not cutting across the grain, you're cutting with it. And it pulls out these real long chips that look like noodles. I think it's a pretty cool name, huh? But how about the Axis, guys? This is going through this stump. So this piece came from the base of the tree, you know, and that was holding up all the weight of that tree all these years. And the Axis got the power to go through it. Log hauler said that this piece was cut off of this long piece back here. And I measured the butt end of it, and it is over 60 inches. Pretty big. The log that Jesse is working on up here came off of this. And this looks like we're getting towards the butt end of the tree. Now, why didn't a tree this big go to the mill?
It's too big.
Too big.
Yeah, they'll have to either take a saw like I did and basically, I think 40 some inches is like the max on a lot of mills. And I don't know, this one's...
We're around 55 inches on this, huh?
Yeah, I think it might be further. Oh, that broke off. Yeah, it's about 55 inches. So they would have to take a chainsaw and cut it this way, which they won't want to do because it looks like there's dirt in there.
Uh-huh.
So it's just, like I said, I acquired it. I thought I could take it into the mill, and that was 4 months ago. So,
so part of your job, you run across opportunities like this.
You think they're opportunities.
Yeah. Sometimes you get them for free. Sometimes you got to pay for them. Sometimes they pay you
Sometimes
to get them out of
your
your
windshield, and sometimes you're the bug.
And then today, on days like today, you're left with
Yeah,
making some firewood out of it.
I mean, I got the machine to use, so it only makes sense. I got the saw. You know, it's just a little bit of strength and some Advil tomorrow.
It seems like a lot of the videos with the Axis, people use it the way I use it, you know, to make the small splits.
That's not what I saw.
Jesse is showing the versatility of this machine, because when you think of, like, you know, the horizontal machines, I don't know, man, in a way, this is almost...
It's fast and your hands are open.
Yeah.
So, and it helps with your back. You're not crunched over, pulling them back muscles and stuff. So,
and
other than, you know, I did make that ramp because I had that big piece over there where it was flat, and there was no way I was going to try to roll it. So that little bit of a ramp makes a huge difference on these big ones, because once you get them moving, you just got to kick them and point them in the right direction.
Yeah. All right, so Jesse, I happen to notice your shirt. Why don't you show us the back of it here?
I'm sure you've seen it.
It is, we got your back, and it's a spine, and then the front of it says, "Believe in
Brothag."
Brothag.
Yeah.
Why don't you explain that to us?
It's a friend of mine I grew up with, and he fell and broke his neck, and he's paraplegic now. So they have a Facebook page, and I figured, you know, I get a lot of views, so maybe some people could go there and, you know, get some inspiration from their story. And
he was a framer.
Yeah.
And he got hurt on the job.
Yeah, he fell and broke his neck.
It's awful.
Yeah, pretty much.
How long ago was that?
I think it was 2020 or 19. I don't know.
All right. Well, still pretty current then.
Years, yeah.
All right. So I'll put a link in the description if you want to go check that out and listen to this guy's story. And Jesse is a guy that has stayed in touch with him and helps him out.
Oh yeah, he's the only guy that would work harder than me that I know of.
Hard worker, huh? You and your dad and this guy, huh?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Definitely.
Jesse, why don't you explain to our viewers about noodling? I saw you.
I thought noodling was when you caught catfish in the bank of a river.
That is true, and it is also when you rip.
I was thinking ripping.
Yeah, well, it's noodling.
Okay.
Okay. So why don't you explain to us noodling? You know, why? What were you trying to accomplish with this, other than make things easier on you?
Well, just there's no way that I was going to cut it all the way across unless I put my 42-inch bar on, and that usually hurts my back. So I noodled it and cut the ends off so that I could actually manage it over there, because it is bigger than I thought, and it's very wet, so it was extremely heavy.
Yeah, it is wet. You could the way it was splitting on the axis, it would just snap apart, you know.
Right. Yeah, and I did this because it's a bigger log, and I figured it'd be good for the video. Some bigger, drier logs, but they weren't this big. So.
That log comes right up to your stomach. That's pretty. Yeah, that's a big log, man.
Yep.
Gosh, and when I complain about getting big logs, they're like 17 inches, and then this here's I got a whole week's of firewood in one log here.
Well, that's the main thing. I'd manage it, put it in there, and split it up in little pieces, and man, it adds up fast.
But talk about the Eastonmade Axis. I couldn't imagine doing all of this splitting with, you know, your old I-beam horizontal splitter.
When I acquired these, I had that in mind. I knew a friend of a friend.
Yeah. Well, I made some comments in my last video that, you know, the guy that lends out his log splitter just punched out for the day, but you are always welcome to it.
Oh, don't worry. I know if I break it, I bought it.
Well, that's the thing, though. I don't know, Jesse. I guess anything can be broken, but
yeah, I'd be the one to try.
this machine here is stout.
Oh yeah, no, that's definitely for sure. And if it can't do it, you just move it around, find the crack in the tree that works, and then just work it down into little pieces.
Yeah, this is a great machine.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I enjoy it. I do need ear protection. It's a little bit loud.
It is loud.
It does fire right up.
Yeah. All right, so Jesse, very good job with the saw, with the splitting, and I noticed you're starting to get a pretty big stash. You're getting it.
Not gonna get fired.
Yeah, we had a short break from winter, so he is taking this chance to get that restocked and get it ready to heat, because you heat your big shop and your house with it. So
yeah.
I think he probably doubles his wood consumption from me.
Yeah, that's quite a bit. And then when it's cold, plus this stuff's it's not dried. I fell behind. I didn't get enough ready this year, so it's a little bit damp. It burns. It kind of smolders.
It is a rich smell, and I love the smell of oak.
Yeah, that's good.
All right, guys. Jesse, good job. And anytime you need me to come over and watch, just give me a call. I'll be right over.
Yeah, don't worry.
All right, so everyone, please check out the website. I'm going to put a link below, and you all have a
great day.
Great day.